Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, July 12th, 2020. If you're watching the VODs on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyandon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyandon, and myself at patreon.com/Otaku Showboat. So, very first thing today is that there is some news to discuss. So the really, really big event that happened so this past Friday or Thursday night, the 9th of July. My grandmother passed away. My last living grandparent, maternal grandmother, had passed away. She was in her 80s. So that's really been causing some changes in some plans, of course. So what does this all mean? Well, she lived in Massachusetts with my uncle, and he's taking the brunt of all of the preparations and all of that, the final funeral and all of that stuff. Fortunately, she has a plot already at a cemetery from previous deaths in the family, so that at least was taken care of. She had a small life insurance that will cover the cost of the service and burial. Not the flowers, of course, and some of the other stuff. Not the monument, because we still don't have a monument on that plot for plots. But yeah, it's the preparations are going. Of course, this is also not the best of times for traveling across country to get out to southern Massachusetts from Virginia, from Norfolk, Virginia. But my mother is planning on doing so anyway. She is planning to rent a car and drive up there with her boyfriend to attend the funeral on Friday, as well as to go through some of the stuff in the house. So the house itself, my grandmother had gotten a reverse mortgage, which, if you don't know how those work, it's a loan that needs to be paid back when you die. So either the options are to hand the keys over to the house that my uncle is living in, or sell the house, or buy the house. Now, of course, this house is not affordable by any stretch of the imagination for anyone in the immediate family. In order to pay off that reverse mortgage, it is over $400,000 worth of reverse mortgage, that needs to get paid at this point. So we are looking at selling the house. The house estimate, without any issues, which it does have issues, would be in the $650,000 range. That is the Zillow Zestimate for the house. So the chances of being able to at least recoup the cost of the mortgage, it's pretty high. My uncle should be able to at least get the value of the house to pay the mortgage, and some extra, so that'll at least be, a form of inheritance. Of course, he also has to move, which, of course, there's a lot of stuff in the house. My grandmother was a bit of a antiquer and pack rat, so there's lots of stuff that, like physical objects, that need to get out. And so that is why my mother is looking at vehicles for renting to go there and then come back with some stuff. The rest is either going to get trashed. A lot of it is trash. Other stuff is going to get sold. There's probably going to need to be an estate sale at some point to get rid of a lot of the stuff. Um, so yeah, that's going to be that. My mother and her boyfriend are planning on leaving to head on up to Massachusetts on Tuesday, and will return for the following Tuesday or Wednesday. It depends how many days they take on that trip, because it's a really long trip if you do it in one. Um, so yeah, I will be staying behind in the house to look after the kittens, because we have two kittens that need care. And yeah, I'm going to be here so I can continue to work, continue to stream, and I'll have the kittens with me, and I'll be taking care of them for that week. Um, as a side note, it also gives me some much needed completely alone time that I have not had much of over the course of all of the COVID-19 stuff. So yeah, that'll be my time to have my own reflection and personal time, because I am very much a person who is highly introverted, and I need time just to be completely alone to recharge fully. So yeah, that is the news on that front. As for the kittens, that very next day, the 10th, they had a late night appointment with the vet, to a follow up appointment with the vet to see how they were doing after we had gone on the first visit, and they determined that the kittens had some ear mites and ear yeast going on, as well as conjunctivitis and some GI issues giving them diarrhea. So both of them, the eyes are fine at this point, so don't have to do anything more with the eyes. As for the ears, Ollie is okay with the ears, but Dolly still has some yeast. There's no more mites, fortunately, so she still needs to get eardrops. They both still have some issues with diarrhea, so they're also getting prescription food, both wet and dry. And it ended up being like a gigantic thing of dry food as well. They are getting little syringe medication of liquid medication that they both need to have once a day. And they get a quarter of a pill each that needs to be given to them, not in their food because it's bitter and they won't eat the food if the pill is in it, according to the vet. And they get a capsule that does go in their food to eat. So lots of things for the digestion. So that ended up being another visit to the vet that cost my mother $300. The first time around, it was like 381, and then this one was like 304. On top of now also having to help out with some of the funeral arrangements. She is paying, at the moment, half the cost of the flowers. Not an insignificant cost on there for those. That's like another $350 of her part, because the flowers are over 700. It's flowers plus a rosary for the inside of the casket, big rosary beads on the top. And then there's the whole cost of whatever can be afforded for the monument. Don't even know if they'll get one at this point in time, but because they haven't had one for 2 previous deaths in the family for that set of plots, rather, in that cemetery. So we shall see how things go from here. My mother does have some funds to help with this, but of course, we don't know how long that's going to last. There is a limit to how much support we can provide on that front. Of course, for me, I'm broke, basically, at all times, so I make enough to live. That's it. And over the course of this pandemic, I have made less than the amount that I need to live. So yeah, that hasn't been kind. So anyway, it's Factorio Day. I think it's now time to get into Factorio and actually play the game. That sounds like a plan, and get off of all the terrible news. The kittens, by the way, they're active and fine. It's just that they have diarrhea and had the stuff in the ears, and they are improving and getting better. So yeah, things. What did we do last time here in this factory? Let's see. I did the hot air stuff, continued with the hot air stuff by placing train stations for hot air in every location that I could find that needed hot air. So the base is operational again, thanks to that. Don't know if it's fully operational, but it is operational, which is definitely something. And then I went over and I took care of the molten glass, which, yeah, I am going to have to do something. That'll be, I guess, what I do first thing today, is take care of a little issue with the glass on a part of the base all the way out over here. So this needs an input of glass because all of this stuff in here, this entire glass facility, is not functional. All of my glass is being produced over here now on the opposite end of the base. And that is what I transitioned to last time. So yeah, that's going to be that primary source. Now I need to take care of this. So off we go to take care of this little bit and bob. There is another thing, though. My primary glass for the lamps also came from here, so I have to take care of the lamps getting glass, too. Lamps get glass here. Right here. I don't think this glass line actually does anything at the moment, supplies anything. I could, of course, be wrong. It goes into here, it splits into two, it feeds the main bus, as was originally intended, but I don't think... Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of that. Okay. Because this is what goes into my latex. I think? No. No, this doesn't go into anything of particular value. No, this is okay. This goes into a red science that I'm not actually getting science from at the moment. I have my own production in my mall. Or my mall. So, some of this does go to the mall, and it does pick up some of it, but I'm also locally producing at the mall, so I don't actually need to have any of this stuff exist anymore. Yeah, I don't need it to exist anymore. And it would be actually better if I just delete all of it. Completely. Now, what else does this all feed along the lines? I'm uncertain exactly if I need any of this going over the... There's nothing. There is nothing that, outside of rubber, that I'm actually genuinely using. Actually, a little bit of this. A little bit of this. And this is, Zogna. And where is that? Over here. That is these. That is these, so... Interesting. I think I can get around that quite easily. But I'm not even... This isn't my primary urea anyway, so am I okay with this not existing anymore? I think so. I think I can get away with just letting this die. Yeah, and this can get urea. I can bring in urea for this rather than have it be fed off of this over there. So that's actually my, like, one of my primary melamine and melamine resin. But I think I'm also doing that in here. I think I remember doing a setup with those. I'd have to find it. Anyway, that's all that stuff. I just need to get a train station actually bringing in glass, and you know what? I can save all hassle by having an output here of stacked glass. Like, I can just set a train to input glass and just shove it into this chest, and we're fine. Completely fine from that point. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do, is just have a requester station bringing glass in. Now, how am I going to organize this? I have to clean some of this stuff out. So I'll get rid of all this belt. I'm going to transition this to a requester stop. I'm going to use a blueprint. Just delete that and find this doohickey. Wire it up. How much throughput? I'm uncertain how much I want / need. That should work. That is only 120. Only 120 throughput of the stacked stuff. This is full of stacked glass, so I may as well make sure that it functions like that. You, as weird as this seems, are going to bring in glass. Regular glass, wherever that is listed here. There's the glass. It'll wait until there's sufficiently few in here, and that actually takes care of all of my problems. It'll use these. These will have, like, nowhere to go afterwards. I guess they'll go back to the depot. But then they get requested. You know what? I'm going to do a thing. What's the best way? Dingredo, where are you? Hello, Dingredo. I have a job for you. I need you to go a little bit faster. Oh, my stupid bots. Stupid bots! Nanobots. Repairing. Why are you, like, very slow on the acceleration? It's because I'm on 1x now on game speed, and it's just, you know, I'm not used to being this slow. Alright, break the thing. Wow. What? That's not a lot of damage there. I need to break you. Break it! Well, just sitting there trying to accelerate against the thing to damage it is not working well. Bang. Bang. What is going on with this thingy? I guess the acceleration got slowed down with the increase to maneuverability. Somehow. That might be a thing. Oh, hi. That needs to be there. Alright, get up to speed, please. I need you up to speed, my tank. That's better. Alright, we're good. We're good. I killed the things. I killed them. Excellent. So that means I can just remove these now from the face of existence and go into the priorities, find this, and I have to do delete current station list and then actually select the glass depot 2 only, and that fixes it completely. So now nothing will attempt to try and pull from depot 1, it just saves a little bit of stuffs and things, and it allows glass to flow all the way down into these doohickeys, these beautiful doohickeys of Glassworks that are providing my wonderful, beautiful Petri dishes, which, yes, all this can be taken up to Mark IV. That is part of a more long-term effort. However, I do need to discuss the fact that King Arthur is now finally working on PyBlock, and there are testing builds of PyBlock now available through the community Discord. That it's not fully functional yet, which is why I'm not playing it starting today. That maybe by the next stream even, it might be in a state where it can be played and we won't have to worry about there being anything breaking towards progression. That would be ideal if you can theoretically complete a game of that. Now there is something else I need to take care of, and that is all the way over here with my Relesia plantations. I have a Relesia factory that I don't think is moving right now because I think pesticides were added as an ingredient onto the specific recipe that I was using for these. So we shall see. No. Really? Oh, it's hot air again. Why, hello. I thought for sure that this was a pesticide thing. No. No. This is a hot air thing. Fortunately, I don't actually have to bring hot air in for this because there is a biomass hot air and then there is a just straight up biomass without hot air. And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to do that to make up for the fact that I'm not using hot air anymore. you know, also speed, glorious speed on all of that nonsense. Also, I do have Mark 4s of you, so you get to be even faster. And preferably have much better throughput stuffs. There you go. That works. That works. These don't have module slots anymore, so I might have to increase that for speed. Alone, just to make sure that this is moving freely. Where's the priority? Oh, that's wrong. Hi, you need to prioritize right, not left. I need seeds. I always need seeds. Why were you prioritizing filling the train loaders, the bulk rail loaders? I don't know how that happened. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I ran out of fuel there for a second. This, by the way, is a 15 per second build. I'm pretty sure this stuff 55 doohickeys. I think it was 15. 30. 30, that's what it was. Okay, so it's a red belt throughput. Get rid of that. That ended up actually being hot air, not pesticides. And I've taken care of it. It is taken care of now. Oops, that was not the button I want to push. Absolutely not the button I want to push. So, back to the mall. What are we actually planning on doing today? Well, there are several production chains that I never did get around to doing before hitting our science goal of 1 science per second. Is that even, like, flowing right now? If I do science pack, that's the thing. Short answer is no. I have no space science right now over the last 10 minutes. That's interesting. None. No space science and no utility science over the past 10 minutes. I have a backlog, so it is being consumed. There are, of course, 8 science packs in total. What's the third one that's not getting consumed? Production? Or produced? Yeah. Purple. Purple, yellow, and white. But we can see that they are getting made. It looks like I am below my production target on the utility science right now at this moment in time. Let's find out why. Why is this the thing that's going on? What has happened to utility? The glorious utility science, wherever that is. Hello. Superconductor servo mechanisms are lacking. Why are the superconductor servo mechanisms lacking? That is a very, very good question. Why are these lacking? These are right over here. Hello, superconductor servo mechanisms. You need superconductors. Superconductors need a substrate, which I have. So what is wrong with these superconductors? Is it helium? No. The superconductors are actually right over here. It is bio-batteries, because of course it would be bio-batteries, and yes, that would also impact purple? Would that be impacting purple? I forget. It impacts circuits. So let's see. Bio-batteries. Those are around here somewhere. Where are the bios again? I have completely, utterly forgotten. They're right over here. Bio-batteries. Oh right, you need a thing with more stuffs. Alien bacteria, huh? Alien bacteria. So how much serine do I have? None. Why no tendons? See, we're digging a rabbit hole here, digging deep. Why no tendons? Why are the Kmauts not moving completely? Why are they dead? Kmauts, why are you dead? You are not dead. Those are, anyway. These are not dead. In fact, these are full of pups. Oh, that signals a issue on growth factor, doesn't it? Or resveratrol. So where am I growing these pups of Kmaut? Right over here. Growth factor is a issue. A major issue. Have I deadlocked? That is a fair question. Have I deadlocked completely? It's a possibility. You are resveratrol. You are alien bacteria. We have deadlocked. Oh, great. That's so fantastic. So that is an unfortunate thing that can potentially happen because growth factor needs alien bacteria, which needs serine, which needs Kmauts, and if I produce Kmauts in such a way that needs growth factor, then yeah, the things that use alien bacteria are the things that produce alien bacteria, and if you have an insufficient amount of alien bacteria, it can cause everything to completely die, which is exactly what has happened. So, I can have my production by switching this over to the not growth factor recipe for the Kmauts, which is what I think I'm going to do. So the not growth factor is 1-to-1 pups to fully grown. Oddly enough, it still uses the fish oil, but this will at least get it moving again. It would, however, not produce enough of what I need, so I would end up having to basically double the pup production here, which I guess I'm going to do. Which I guess I will do that thing. So I need like 5 free squares that I can fit stuff into. 1 that I can fit everything into. 2. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. I have 2 because of pipes and all that shenaniganry. There's 2. Out of all these squares, I have 2. Oh boy. I can get around that. I can expand. I can expand further. I just have to make sure I get the spacing right. 3. That's pipes. I don't think I have the proper spacing on you. No. Yeah, get rid of all that. So the first one I tried to place, it was actually off. There. There. That's 4, and then that will be 5. However, I do need to place the full grid pattern. If I can find it in my list here of stuffs, it is that one. I have to remember how this is arranged, like so. Like Rock is in the way. Oh no, a rock. A rock is in the way. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. Sounds like a plan. Like a plan. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. That will do it. Fortunately enough, that should work out, and I won't deadlock for my production of the growth hormone again. Ideally. Ideally. That won't happen. Oh! Yeah, right. That is now added to the stuff that applies to, so if I do that, I get... Yes, I get 8. I get 8 with you now. Same with you. If I put down a creature chamber at Mark 4, I should have 8 now. Speaking of which, I did update my Tiracev's original module slot mod for Pteranodons to add the Glassworks building. So, Glassworks buildings at Mark 4 now have the full 8 slots as I so desired. Makes me very happy to see that. I had previously updated it to add all the alien life buildings, all the fusion energy buildings, high-tech buildings. Those all are updated now and have the full module slots. Apparently, this thing changed its name. Molecular Assembler, you. I need to add you, make sure I get the correct name. Where's the name? Biofilm. That's the recipe. Where's the entity? Entity name. Why does it's off the screen? Nano-assembler? Nano-assembler. I have to make a note. Nano-assembler. Because that did not end up in this list, I don't think. No. So this used to be a different name. This quote-unquote molecular assembler was the nano assembling machine, but I think it got changed. No, oh. I see.